Grinch leave us with a grumpy breakfast?
Princess and Bear, today we're at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure because it's time for an adventure into the greenness.
We're going to the Grinch breakfast.
I'm feeling like a Grinch myself, that's why I brought my little green friend, so we're off. There's number one choice of foodie infotainment. We do it so you don't have to. So, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go steal a Christmas.
It's time to foodie and chill. The vegan offering was a super hot croissant, and I was talking to Shelby thinking maybe it was the epic one, but I don't know. She might be right. It might just be the regular croissant. I feel like I haven't had a regular croissant outside of Epic here in a while because it's usually like elderberry. Cheers to croissant. It is giving me vibes of the croissant from Epic just because it tastes like a legit croissant. I have no notes about this at all. This is perfection. Actually, I do have notes. I want more than one. If you guys saw our breakfast at Epic, I got 6 croissants and I had to buy those. So one, it's not enough for my body. I'm sorry.
Not epic enough.
It's not epic enough. That's right. It's not Who-lacious enough. But the croissant is a 5 out of 5. It's a Princess Cities item. Just don't let it sit because then it gets crunchy. Because they definitely use Chef Mike on this.
Well, these did come out nice and hot, but we had a lot of Who visitors, so they cooled off a little bit, and now they're a little crunchy. But I mean, a croissant's a croissant, right? Other than being a little crunchier than I would hope, it's still an amazing croissant, and I'm going to eat the whole thing. And I agree with Princess. I wish we could have more.
The Who-lations start with bread. Or maybe just like a food fight with the Grinch. Either way, the crispiest of croissants for this Who-lation. I will say, in the spirit of the holidays and being sweet in Whoville, this is the perfect croissant for you if you like crust. Because it is crusty. Part of that is because it cooled off. Part of that is because, well, it's a tad... Maybe I've been sitting under a heat lamp far too long in the sun. It's one of those things. I would give it 3 out of 5 points.
That it is. I knew it was one of those. It looks fantastic. And in all of that talk about tricking him, I forgot to actually compliment him. It looks really nice. I don't want you thinking you think it looks like him too much. Just enough. It smells even better. I was avoiding the elephant in the room. What?
Distantly related, maybe?
He's green.
That's what he is on the inside, I think. That's what he imagines he is. That's probably his ideal form. That's his ideal form. That's his nirvana, I guess. Yes. See, give him something to aspire to. That will help with the rehabilitation.
Yes.
He's so lucky to have found him. He's so lucky. Aside from the tricking him thing, but he's so lucky.
As a Who welcome, I got this Who-lacious gigantic cinnamon roll, complete with brown sugars and some berry. I'm just going to cut right to the point, Grinch style. Some berries in my mouth. I will not have you asking who. It's nice and moist. The berries are fresh. The brown sugar adds a nice little touch, an extra little hit of sweetness without adding more glaze. I like it. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
I get you, I understand.
My name's a little difficult, so I go by Princess.
What's your name?
Nastasia.
Nastasia. Not that difficult. You're in Whoville, girl. We all got difficult names here. How about you? What's your name?
Bear.
Bear.
Yes.
Nice to meet you guys. The name's Anyhow. Famous Hollywood actor, back in town after a long time away. I'm researching a big role.
Really?
Can't tell you what it is.
Oh.
I signed an NDA. Don't ask me how to spell NDA. I don't know how to. All right? You may know me from such movies as A Miracle on Who Street, The Who Father, or my Best Picture winner, Aaron Who.
I do love the Who Father.
Yeah.
like the Who Father?
That is a good one.
Remember this scene from Air Who? I'll do my scene from Air Who. Guys, I love meeting fans. Have you guys met the Grinch yet?
No.
You know, I just met the guy for the first time a couple days ago. I was away. Did you not hear what I said? I've been away for a while. Just met him for the first time. Great guy. Apparently, he tried to steal Christmas. I never would have guessed. He was so nice. Apparently, his heart grew bigger. He was so nice. The first time I met him, I said, "Mr. Grinch, nice to meet you. The name's anywho." He goes, "Ah." Oh, what a guy.
She's going to bring up the foot. Did you want an icy as well? Should I miss that? I missed that. I'm so sorry. Do you want the foam on yours?
No.
I'm so sorry.
Wow. You guys are causing so much trouble.
We're so difficult.
That's okay. We're in Whovier. We're all a little different. Are you guys going to go do some Who-belations after this?
Most definitely.
Nice. You guys can see my house. Wave to me. My house is the little house on the second cliff on the right. You'll see it's a little window.
Okay.
I'll be waving back. You won't see me, but I will be waving.
Okay.
Alrighty? Alrighty. Can you guys help me out? Alrighty. So, I'm working on a big movie project, as I said, but I don't have a title.
Okay.
I don't have characters or a premise. So, I'm putting it all on you guys, because you guys are also going to star in this movie with me. Alrighty? So I need you guys to come up with a title, characters, and the plot. I'll give you guys some time to think and digest.
Okay.
All right. But remember, you are in Whoville, so you are legally required by law to put the word "Who" somewhere in this title.
Fair enough.
Make it a Christmas movie if that makes it easy. Can you guys do that for me? If it's good enough, we'll write the contracts up, get you guys off to Hollywood. Got it? All right, Bear? I'm expecting big things from you, Bear. Big things.
This is such an interesting option. I'm glad that they added this on-menu vegan option. It's a tostada. You got different cheeses. The chorizo looks like it's from other locations, and the feta, and then black beans. This is something that you would traditionally pick up and put in your mouth and eat, but like, I'm messy and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna I don't even know if I'm gonna knife the tostada. Oh wait, I can. This is easy. Oh yeah. This is one of those crunches where if you put it in your mouth, the whole thing is gonna disintegrate. Look at that. Beautiful layers of juicy deliciousness. I'm loving this. Cheers to the Grinch. That was a life-altering, delicious tostada. And it is a little spicy. I would say it's a 3 out of 10 on the heat scale. You start with this really interesting creamy black beans, spicy chorizo, and then you get a feta at the back end that just kind of smooths it out. So that's why it's a 3 out of 10 on the heat scale and not higher. This is delicious. I wish that they served this in the park, just in general. They have the ingredients. I don't think this should be paywalled behind a $60 breakfast. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princessities item. I would suggest that you get the tostada and then maybe ask for a third tostada instead of an arugula farm next to your food.
That was a struggle to get this on my fork. I struggle everywhere, but especially when I'm in Whoville. I'm very excited for this. This looks delicious. I agree with Princess. I haven't even taken a bite yet, but this should be at Thunder Falls Terrace. Put this over there. Y'all got all these ingredients, and now we have no place to get pickled red onion since all the avocado toast is gone. It makes me really sad. Ooh, that was so good. That delicious. I'm not a fighter, but I might fight somebody over this. But please, after the holidays, just make it at Thunder Falls, because all you gotta do is add the crema and the pickled red onion, and you're good. All the other ingredients are over there. I think this would be a great addition to the menu.
Already, just looking at it, Universal, citizens of Whoville, copy paste is the thing. We are not above a reskin. If you just want to go over to the Grinch breakfast menu, just copy that and then go ahead and drop that somewhere in Jurassic Park. Hit paste. It's that easy. Nobody's going to notice. It's like doing twice the work for no reason. Anyway, we'll dive right into this. Break a little bit apart. Get some of that avocado, the pickled onion even, the chorizo. Can I do it? Probably not.
I did that and I spilled my fork.
That is delicious. Even like with the fact that we let it sit for so long, the chorizo really like shines through. I like the feta on top, even the pickled onions give a nice little tang. It's not bad. I want more of it, honestly. Honestly, I couldn't even really taste it was plant-based until like the very, very end. Like the aftertaste. Just eating it, it just tastes like chorizo tostada, which I think makes that very successful. Good job, Universal. More of this. I would give this a 4.25 out of 5 claws.
I love when everyone comes all decked out at our beautiful little snowflake. Oh, have we met the Grinch yet?
Not yet.
Are we excited?
We have. We've heard things, but we're excited.
What have you heard?
We've heard that he has a particular perfume.
Yes, that would be correct. So, to the Grinch, the scent of onions and garlic and garbage is quite, in his words, good. But to most people and most Who's, it is absolutely disgusting and stinky. So when you go up and he smells a little bit, just let it happen because that's just his thing. And here's something a lot of people don't know about the Grinch. His heart did grow 3 sizes that day, and he became a little bit of a softie. However, he doesn't want you to know that. You didn't hear it from me because he has this persona that he needs to keep up, that he's still mean and green, and he's a little crabby. And you know what? Sometimes he just needs a little something to eat. So he's got a whole platter over there of onions and a buffet, so no need to worry. Is this our first time in Whoville? No, so we've been here before. Well, it must have been so amazing that you just had to come back for seconds. Are we enjoying our croissants and our cinnamon rolls? Yes. Do we know what we're deciding to order today?
Yes.
I'm a little nosy. I'd like to know, please. I got waffles. Waffles?
The Who-landaise Brisket.
Oh, the brisket. I'm not even lying when I say I think every table had at least one order of the brisket today. It is, I think, in my personal opinion, the most popular dish statistically.
And you would know popular.
Stop! You flatter me, you flatter me. Well, where are we traveling from today? Where is our snowflake?
Local Orlando.
Pardon?
Local Orlando.
Oh, so I've heard about this snowflake. It must be very, very close to Whoville because there are a lot of residents from there. What is it? Wholando? Wholando? Oh, okay. Well, I will have to make my way over there sometime, okay? Is it very similar to, is it colder there too? No. All right. Well, thank you, Andrew. Oh, thank you. Isn't he just the sweetest thing? As you can tell, green is in this year. Green is the color of Christmas. I know you can tell. Look at your hair. Give it a toss. I took inspiration from the Grinch himself from this outfit, as you can probably tell. Something you might not know about the Grinch is he tends to shed a little. So, I started collecting his fur because it's been getting all over Whoville for the past year, and I've been taking it and washing it really well, about 10 times a day for 3 months straight. And I turned it into this hat in front of you. Yes, yes. And now it smells beautiful, and it's also nice and soft for the holidays, and it keeps me nice and warm. Honestly, a lot of people don't know this about the Grinch, but he's actually very environmentally friendly. He cares about garbage and nature. I hate to admit it, but us Who's used to have a garbage problem. We used to only just like things for a bit, dump it to crumpet, and then we would never see it again. And then the Grinch taught us, don't do that. So we've been doing a lot better with recycling and being eco-friendly and using our green thumbs. So, yes, absolutely. Well, don't let me keep you. I've loved chatting with you. If you have any questions about Whoville at all today, feel free to ask Miss Snooty Who. Or you can ask my sister, Snooty, as well. I'm Snooty with a Y, she's Snooty with an I. You can't get it confused because we look nothing alike. Don't worry. All right, well, enjoy your stay here in Whoville, friends.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
The last time we did Grinch breakfast, I got frozen waffles. And they put nothing on it. Actually, I do think they put fruit. This time, Chef felt bad that I ordered waffles again because this is the other vegan option, and gave me fruit again. Not mad at that. We did have to ask for the syrup. Glad that they have syrup that I can have. But waffles. Little baby waffles. I wish that they had like a Grinch on them, or maybe if they were like green. They do not have dedicated waffle iron either, so if you have issues with cross-contamination, you definitely don't want to order this, which is weird to me because this is gluten-free too. I was going to put syrup on just a little square, but I kind of messed that up, so I'm just going to do a little dab. And I bet, even just by cutting it, I know it's going to be better than the last waffle I had, but is it worth it? I don't know what that is, but that is not waffle. That is cake. That is just soft, moist cake. And there's really nothing else to say about that. It does have like a hint of vanilla, but you can tell this is a gluten-free waffle. Definitely better than the last one I had, but not one that I would write home about. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 waffle. It's mediocre. I would say get the tostada. That's like the winning one. I wish you could get both because I would put the toppings of the tostada on the waffle.
Last year, I came to the Grinch character breakfast by myself. It was a random, this thing sells out so quick. I'm sure if you look at tickets now, they're sold out. You kind of have to get it when they go on sale. I happened to randomly ask what the vegan options were. They said they had some good stuff. We had just egg, there was waffles. So I came by myself. It was an 8 o'clock reservation. My waffles didn't look like this. It looked like a legit, a big waffle that they cut into the fourths and they stacked them. And I had vegan whipped cream and everything. And I had egg, I think. It was a crazy meal. I was so full when I left here. It was uncomfortable. These waffles are very, very different. I'm curious after Princess saying it's like a pastry. So I got a little syrup on it. I like a lot of syrup on my waffle because, food is a vehicle for sauce. It's not really what I was expecting. It's not a bad waffle. It's an interesting waffle. It's nothing like a regular waffle that you would be expecting at all. It's very thick, but also fluffy. And I feel like those two things contradict one another in some way. I'm not really sure. It's hard to describe. If you like waffles, I think you would like these. They're sweet. Other than needing syrup to make them more moist, because I don't like dry food, obviously. You don't really need the syrup because they're that sweet. So do with that what you will. If it was me, I would rather go for the savory option. I would get the tostada if I had to do this all over again, or if I was coming on a different day. I would get the tostada. But like I said, if you like a really sweet waffle, this is not a bad option to have. And they did say it was gluten-free, so that's great too. Great to have gluten-free and vegan options for those folks. So.
Waffles with syrup. Because why not? Because it's any breakfast item, you're going to have waffles. It's still inferior to pancakes, and I'm going to continue to die on that hill. I know that nobody will ever agree with me, but pancakes are superior. Waffles are just the breakfast food of the decade, I guess. But either way, syrupy, fluffy. I don't know what you're doing here in Whoville, but that's a breakfast equivalent of quicksand. I can taste the lack of gluten. Not necessarily a problem. I really just think they should have been cooked a little bit longer. They're just too fluffy and too cakey, and they eat like cake. So when you take a bite, it's going to become a ball of mush in your mouth very, very quickly. I do appreciate it here. The syrup definitely does help, but I definitely think the breakfast item to go for, if you're here, is going to be tostada, or if there are two vegans, I would suggest you order both and then you trade. One tostada, maybe a waffle and a half. A little both may even it out a little bit. Make it feel like a more full, complete breakfast. As is, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars.
Insult or a compliment?
An insult, actually.
Yeah, that's what he thinks too. He always says, oh, no, I want to look absolutely disgusting. That's always his response.
opposite all the time.
Exactly. So maybe when you go up, you can say, Mr. Grinch, you look absolutely disgusting today. And I bet you he'll say, thank you. Keep that right in your mind.
We're gonna
And
use that
enjoy
one.
your
Keep it
breakfast.
So I got the Who-landaise brisket. You have this beautiful looking chunk of cocoa and coffee rub brisket with this barbecue hollandaise on top, and then it's sitting in between this huge piece of poblano cornbread, and then you get some crispy potato hash with an egg. Now it looks like we cut into a sandwich like they expect me to pick this up, but ain't no way. Ain't no who in Whoville gonna make me dip my fingers in it to pick this up. That's what we were given a knife and fork. Now the Grinch would probably do it, but I'm not the Grinch. Not yet, anyway. Let's try the brisket by itself because that's what you meat eaters are here for. I thought this was gonna be the most popular item of the character dining, and honestly, every single citizen of Whoville has said as much. So I guess I'm glad I got it. I'll admit that in the past, say like before Epic Universe, the ability of Universal to cook anything that took any sort of like, I don't want to say technical execution, but anything that was a little bit more than like, we have to cook this, I was worried because it wasn't always the best. This brisket is like Oaken Star level barbecue. It's tender, it's juicy. That coffee and cocoa rub really comes through. The barbecue hollandaise is like barbecue but breakfast, which is what they're going for. Honestly, that is amazing. That is super tasty and super flavorful, and it's probably the best food item that I have ever eaten in Whoville. Not that I've eaten a ton. A few. But that cone they have normally during the day, not a huge fan. This is amazing. That's a 4.5 out of 5 claws. I can see why this has been such a popular item today. But I want to try a little bit of everything. I'm going to take a little bit of the cornbread. Oh, drop that on the table, apparently. With the cornbread, put that over there. I'm going to go ahead and break this egg because you want that everywhere. If our friends Diz Life of Ours is watching it all, June, that broken egg is for you. And then I want a little bit of everything. So cornbread, egg, crispy hash. If somehow, after this breakfast, you still manage to be a Grinch, maybe your heart has shrunk 3 sizes instead of grown 3 sizes. Or maybe you just have some other sort of heart condition. That is a beautiful breakfast. I did not have high hopes. Character dining is usually like characters first, food second. Not today. Today, the food is first class. That is a 4.75 out of 5 claws. If we weren't doing YouTube and I had the option to get this every day, I would. And I'm not even a beef person. I definitely would. What about you?
I love ideas.
What do you think about Doctor Who?
Doctor Who. What kind of doctor?
Well, he's not a real doctor.
Not a real doctor.
He's not actually a doctor.
He's not a doctor.
Yeah.
Just wanders around and fixes things.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. Like a handyman.
Yeah.
Ooh, what kind of movie? Comedy?
Science fiction? A lot of
Science
comedy.
fiction.
Yes.
A lot of camp.
A lot of camp. I love camping in the woods. Especially intense. It's really intense.
Then,
I like it, Doctor Who. Starring Bear as the doctor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You can make that happen.
I like it. What's the other ideas?
The Last Two Standing.
The Last Two Standing.
Action movie? Could be a career maker.
Yes. Continue. Keep going.
You're searching for your lost Who daughter.
I love it.
Sort of a revenge story, sort of like a rescue story.
Okay. I'm in it. A thriller. Okay. I like it.
And these are the 2 henchmen you're trying to find.
Love it. Love it. Okay, what's the other one?
You have anything?
I had Doctor Who.
I did steal your idea. Too long in Whoville.
Too long in Whoville. I like that one too. Is that one you're in?
Yeah.
What's yours? I know you got one too.
No, that one was mine.
No, I'm sure you got another one. I know you got another one.
No, I'm all out of ideas.
No, you're not. I love that movie. I'm all out of ideas. I see it now. Who am I? I'm all out of ideas.
Yeah. No, it actually is called Who Am I?
Who am I?
Last Who on Earth.
Last Who on Earth. Last Who on Whoville. Last Who on the Snowflake.
A story of self-discovery.
Wow. You guys, honestly, no notes. Flawless. I'm going to have my agent write up the contracts. I'm writing them up right now. I just sent it off to him. All right? My agents contact your people. Don't call me. We'll call you.
Yes.
Well, I'll see you guys in Hollywood.
Yes, you will.
I'm going to have a big hotel, private jet, and a stretch limo just for you guys. It's going to be a regular sized car, but you'll stretch out in it.
Okay.
Perfect. All righty?
That works.
Fantastic, guys. No notes. I'll see you in Hollywood, all right?
We have a green apple icy. This is vegan without the fixins. So there's no sugar in and there's no whipped cream. Just basic. Tastes like apple, but like mild apple, not like Jolly Rancher. So I enjoy that. I would give it a 3 out of 5 ices. I'm just not a big icy person. I'm not a cold drink person. I like warm or room temperature drinks.
The Grinch sour apple drink slushy. Last year they had whipped cream, vegan whipped cream, so I'm a little sad to not have that this year, but I am glad they can still modify it because I love sour apple everything. That's my favorite flavor, I guess. That's like not a regular flavor, like cherry, you know what I mean? It's sourish. I wish it was more sour, but when I say that, I don't know if anybody has ever had the Sonic green apple slush. They don't make it anymore, it's gone. But I used to drink those when I was in high school. Those were so good. I wish this was that, but it's close. It's close. Good substitute.
Green apple because we're not going to be satisfied to our insides look like the Grinch. And maybe everything coming outside too. Yeah.
Oh, stop it. You are. I'm trying to be as good as you are.
Tastes like green cotton candy and less like sour apple.
I want to meet you.
I definitely need more sour, like mouth puckering me.
Biggest fans.
That 4 out of 5 stars.
I love it.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you very, very much. But I see you're an artist as well.
A little bit.
And you're an artist too. I can tell from your hair. It's beautiful. Absolutely. And sir, I have a question.
Sure.
Who's your friends?
Just a little gremlin, just a little guy on my head.
Right. Well, he's has very sharp teeth,
A little bit.
but he's smiling.
But yeah, he's happy.
He's good.
He's happy. He doesn't bite.
Okay, I just have to double check.
Not who's. He doesn't bite who's.
Good. Can't let all this art go to waste. Wonderful. But I actually decorated this entire place. Wow. Yes. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My name is Dora Dicole. I stayed up the whole night decorating. It was a lot of who pudding later.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you. I wanted to try something different this year. Add a couple little extra pops of pink. What do you think? Let's go. Yeah?
It really comes alive.
The Grinch wasn't a fan.
What?
Yes.
It's pink.
I told him, I said, exactly. I said, let's add a little pink to it, give it a little pizzazz. He said no. However, I did it anyway. And you know what? He loves it. See? It elevates you. Next level.
You're bringing him up.
You need decorating at home, let me know. Okay. I'd be happy to. I could decorate anything. I could decorate the inside of the house, outside of the house, front of the house, side of the house, top of the house, below the house. Oh, front yard, backyard, side yard.
Okay.
Oh, I can even decorate your dog. Oh. Yes. Do you decorate your pets at home? No. That's fair. Only if they like it.
Yeah,
You know, they have to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, I decorate Max every year. He has a little antler now. He likes it. Indeed. Of course, I'll let you go ahead and enjoy your meal. Thank you. Of course. If you need anything, any help, any advice, even though you don't need it, you look amazing. Thank you. Of course. I'll be around. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. These snickerdoodle look very familiar. Partake maybe? I like that they're in these little containers, just like the regular cookie. Moist? Maybe. It's a little dry. Very dry. They need some tea. But I'll give it like a 3 out of 5 cookies.
These are snickerdoodle?
They're supposed to be. They taste like ginger snap kind of. Whatever.
Oh, I love a ginger snap. Are you recording? Sorry. Boy, that was an interesting texture of cookie. It is very dry and crumbly, with a hint of moisture. It doesn't really taste like snickerdoodle. It doesn't taste like a ginger snap, but like some sort of weird hybrid between the two. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this cookie. Don't take too big of a bite. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll start by saying that I appreciate that these are here. However, before I bite into them, they feel like copying somebody else's homework. I know in my heart of hearts, as small as it is, these are Partake cookies. So you got these, took them out of the box, put them in individual bags, and then we're like, here are your cookies, which I'm fine with. But copying somebody else's homework, most definitely. A snickerdoodle adjacent, I think, is where my brain's at. It's like halfway in between like a snickerdoodle and a gingerbread cookie. And I don't really know how you get halfway in between those things, but whatever the mysterious land that exists between those two things, that's where this cookie sits. It's a cookie. Doesn't taste bad. It's just confused. It feels confused, which is fine. We support confused in this channel. It's just, be what you are. 3.75 out of 5 plus.
Okay. I've been working on that, so I think it's going to be more receptive for them to be a lot nicer to me. Also, I can't promise you may still smell. Okay. I'm working on that as well. I did put toothpaste and deodorant on his Christmas list, so I want to make sure that, it's smelling good. And sometimes people are gifting me onions, and it's making the smell worse. So, I don't know about that. Are you guys having any plans after your breakfast today? Eat more. Eat more. I love that. That's perfect. Well, enjoy the rest of your breakfast. Merry Grinchmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Apparently, the Grinch's heart grew so large, he decided he could break off part of it and put it in a cookie. So you get a green cookie with a tiny little bit of Grinch heart. As a sort of like a goodbye, thanks for coming, now get out and don't come back sort of gift. If you told me there's a little bit of onion in there, I might believe you. It's a sugar cookie with sugar. Decently soft. It makes a good goodbye treat. I give it 3 out of 5 plus. We ate breakfast with the Who's.
It was a jubilation.
It was a jubilation, and we met the Grinch. So
Do you feel Grinchy?
I do. I try to get him to adopt and or hire me. I had a very good resume, I think.
And the food made me Grinchy, so I think mission accomplished.
I think the food was much better than the last time we came. We came 2 years ago, and we did not have a good time food-wise.
So much so that we skipped it last year.
Yes. While we're sorry to miss it last year because I heard it was very good last year, we had a good time this time.
Yes.
I think we very much feel like we got our money's worth more this time than last time.
Get that Tostada.
And honestly, it's really the best way to beat the Grinch. Stands waiting in a 3 to 4 hour line, $60 for food and the Grinch. It's almost worth it to me.
And the Who's. The Who's just tell you all about Whoville, so you got to do it.
They're great. Very interactive, more so than I think most characters have ever made at Walt Disney World. Universal characters are cut above the rest. And that's just facts. But we'll let you see what you guys think. Would you pay for the Grinch breakfast? Would you hang out with the Grinch? Do you like talking to the Who's? All these things we want to know from you in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you see us do, that will always be a place to find us. Hit that notification button. You'll see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll who you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, maybe Bear will eat himself into Whoville and never come back and never do another video.
It's a possibility. But you heard the girl. Ask him to adopt me.
Adopt you?
Adopt me.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta get to Max.
Yeah.
I can do that. Because Max does all the paperwork.
That makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
actually.
Because remember, really, Max adopted him.
That makes sense. All
He's the pet.
Yeah.
He's the okay.
We all know this. We all know this. Who really runs that business? It's Max.
Max. It's fair.
So he did everything.
Does all the hard work.
All the hard work.
point of the sleigh. He probably packed it too.
That's what I'm saying. He built all the machines. He's a very smart dog. You know? You should see him. Every time I talk to him, I go, arr, arr, arr. He doesn't understand me because I speak dog, he speaks Max, but I'm very minor things, you know. He goes, arr, I go, arr. Way back. How'd you get up there? Wait back! Thank you. Come around Whovier, don't want to wait. What are you doing? Survive here. All right. Well, I'll make sure that Mr. Grinch knows you're coming.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
But I'm just here. We'll support. You know, I'm supporting you guys. I'm so happy you're going to give to my nephew. Great guy. You know, tell him he's stinky. Tell him his fur's matted. He loves that.
Okay.
What else? I believe in you guys. I think you guys got this. Don't stress. Hey, don't stress.
No, I'm not.
Don't stress.
I'm not.
You look stressed.
No,
Okay, good.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
sure?
excited to meet my cousin.
Who isn't excited to be family? That's what the holiday's about. You know, family, friends, sharing, hash.
Hash, yes. There we go.
You guys gonna get some hash later?
Yes.
My favorite. Get me one of everything. Though.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, I'll wait.
All right.
I'll be waiting. All right, I need one of everything. All right.
Thank you.
Take a load up. Oh my gosh, what is that thing?
I think he's a cousin of yours.
I've never seen that guy in my life. Oh my goodness. Cindy. Yeah. Where's the green at?
Over here.
Well, yeah,
She go.
we're not even at you yet. Oh my gosh.
I have one green.
That's like, if this is like 100% you, that's like 2%. You think I'm spoiled milk here? Come on! Jeez. And you're doing fabulous. You got plenty of green on you. And you, I still don't know what that thing is. It's freaking me out.